Thank you for being here. I hope you're doing well. I'm meteorologist Brian Shields. We're tracking our next bigger front, with it the chance of severe storms, kind of that active pattern rolling on. One mini front approaching Bermuda, draped down near the southeast United States, and then a little sneaky system. I want to show you that, parts of the Atlantic region of Canada in through parts of the northeast U.S. A little sneaky system over the next 24 to 48 hours. Warm up is on right across the Caribbean. We'll track some areas of rain, and then watching over toward the Pacific Northwest of the United States, Western Canada, a lot of moisture building right in through here, but we're going to see all of this combining for that next storm system and even the potential of some severe storms and an isolated tornado risk with the tail end of this front. What's going on now? I want to mention that a sneaky system that we're seeing. We're seeing some of this energy diving down from the Great Lakes already. Some of that snow showers, parts of Pennsylvania, over toward parts of New York, and then as we lift our way back toward parts of Quebec, and you even see some of the snow showers over toward parts of Maine, getting toward New Brunswick, where the radar kind of cuts off here. You see some of that snow just kind of pulling in. I'll show you that little sneaky system in just a second. Here's that moisture building back through Texas. This is the first sign, even over toward Louisiana, of that next bigger winter cold front that will be rolling by. And then we get over here, some of that moisture that was in parts of California back into Arizona this morning, some rain and even some snow in some spots. You can see here, watching some areas of rain near Guyana and Suriname. Again, this will get a little bit closer to us in Barbados and Trinidad and Tobago. Scattered showers, parts of Central America. Been watching Honduras near Nicaragua, and some of that rain in Central Colombia, even Northern Colombia, starts to weaken as it moves up to the north. Watching some of that rain as well near Panama this morning. So that kind of sets the stage. All right, here's the big picture on what's going on here. We have one front draped right through here. This is the mini front, but as that moves by, it brings in some colder air briefly for the northeast U.S., Atlantic region of Canada. There's that southerly flow we're going to have today. That does a couple of things. Overall, that big warm up is in play, and then that's going to feed in the moisture into the next storm system, the next bigger one we're seeing. Now, I'll zoom down into this in just a second. I want to show you this area in just a second. Here's that little system kind of sneaking in with a chance of rain and snow, parts of the Atlantic region of Canada and New England. Meanwhile, that next storm system, the next bigger cold front, is going to start to build back through Texas, and then you can see that lifting right in through the central portions of the United States. With this, there's a big collision of the warm air out ahead of it in some sneaky cold air back behind it. And as that collides, we will see that chance of some severe storms. We're going to be seeing that in parts of Arkansas, Louisiana, right on the edge of Texas. So monitoring that as we get into the middle and even end of the week. And then this storm system builds. You can see it here. Look at that front draped all the way down, clipping the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico. Now, it's not going to dive down for all of us in the Caribbean, but our northern zone's a little bit cooler as some of that colder air sneaks in behind it. I'll zoom down to the snow potential in just a second. Meanwhile, Western Canada, parts of the United States here, seeing a lot of energy building in here with some additional rain, additional snow back toward the Pacific Northwest, even sneaking into northern California. This here is by Saturday. That front sweeps by. You see it right here, but it doesn't dig as far down to the south, and then watching all of this energy back behind it. So this front's not going to bring us southern snow. The severe potential is going to be higher, and then going out in time further as we get into next week. So this is a week from now. Once again, that rain building, as we'll keep an eye on our next storm system, rain building here, and look at this moisture building into parts of California. So that could combine for some bigger systems as we work our way into next month. Just kind of a little look ahead there as we work our way into a week from now. Now we get a closer look at what's going on here with the first little system and then the bigger one. Watching this is later today. You see some of the snow there. We're going to watch the bigger system building over here, but there's some of that snow just kind of scooting by over toward Newfoundland as we work our way into the day today. And then tomorrow morning, you see some of that snow even around the Boston area. Not surprised to see some of that snow as this just kind of comes in right there. Look at that little system right in through here. near Nova Scotia, watching out for that chance of snow. Meanwhile, the bigger system building back here. So let's go out in time further and show you how this kind of lifts across. I showed you the tail end of the front, draped down toward the northern Caribbean. Well, let's watch the northern end of this. This is by the time we get into Thursday afternoon. A couple snow showers around possible, Atlantic region of Canada, but look how this builds in. By Friday morning, there'll be that snow potential on the north side of this, even a little icing trying to get in here. That pink shading could be some ice or sleet, which are ice pellets. And then you see here, look at that snow building back toward New Brunswick, parts of Nova Scotia, watching Prince Edward Island, northern New England, that chance of snow back toward New York. And then this builds toward Newfoundland as we work our way into Friday night, Saturday morning with that snow potential, and then working its way Saturday morning, trying to pull off toward the east. And there's that trailing front all the way down near Florida and the Bahamas, trying to bring in some at least cooler air. So we're watching, this is by the time we get into the weekend by Sunday. As far as this will be, it's not going to be a slow system, but it could bring some additional snow. So keep an eye on that. No big southern snow here. The snow would be more back toward, I know this map gets a little bit glitchy in spots, but back toward parts of New York, northern New England. That's where we could see some of the higher snow totals. So we'll keep an eye on that. Now look at this collision of the warm air versus the cold air, and that's why there is that potential of some severe storms with this. Now, we're going to continue to see the warm up. Bahamas, for example, we were so chill. We were cold at night, especially as we were into much of last week, but we're going to see that warm up. Look at those yellows on the map, those oranges. This is by Thursday. So there's that warmer air that continues to surge to the north. Meanwhile, there is some of that colder air getting in here back behind it. There's that Arctic air. But this collision here of those big air masses, the warm versus the cold, that's why there could be some severe storms right in through here. And then let's go out in time further. This is by the weekend as we work our way right into next week. You can see here, there's the Arctic air sitting right up in through here. So that colder pocket sitting up toward the north, but there's still some of that very warm air for this time of year that continues to creep up to the north. There's that warm surge in here, but then we're going to be looking at those next systems coming out of California, feeding in some of that moisture from the Pacific, and we'll see how that goes as we work our way into next week. Couple spotty showers possible for us in Trinidad and Tobago today. Guyana and Suriname watching some spotty showers. There's that rain in Colombia, and then hit or miss anywhere from Cozumel, even Cancun, back through Ladyville, Hopkins, swinging back toward Roatan, Jamaica. We may get an isolated shower. Rain chance not very high, but a little green around Cayman Islands, Jamaica as we work our way into the next couple of days. This is by tomorrow afternoon. Barbados, St. Lucia, Dominica, hit or miss shower. Grenada, St. Vincent the Grenadines, generally dry Antigua, Barbuda, Anguilla. A couple little showers in through here. This is by the time we get into Thursday afternoon. Even the Dominican Republic over toward Puerto Rico. Rain chance not high, but an isolated shower. Jamaica, Cayman Islands, watching a few near Panama. Still Trinidad, even Grenada, Guyana, and Suriname for that chance of some spotty showers as we work our way closer to the end of the week. Now, it's a bit choppy across the Caribbean. Of course, we've been watching those Atlantic waters. Here's meters. Here's feet on the right-hand side of your screen to keep everyone covered. Going out in time here, this is by tomorrow. Watching the Atlantic waters near Bermuda, kind of back behind the front. And then everything kind of builds as we get toward the end of the week. And we start to see that next storm system taking shape. A little bit higher too, southern Caribbean approaching 3 meters, so approaching 7, 8, 9 feet in some spots. Just a heads up there. Mainly dry right across the Bahamas. We're looking beautiful over toward New Providence. Cuba, mainly dry with that warming trend. Temperatures will be warming up further, but as we get back toward the Cayman Islands, Jamaica, Haiti, the Dominican Republic, even the Turks and Caicos, you see a little blue on the map. That just means a passing shower. Totals will not be high at all. If you get a shower, Puerto Rico, U.S. British Virgin Islands, St. Barth, St. Martin, Anguilla, generally lots of sunshine, Saba, Statia, so the rain chance not very high, but you see a little purple sneaking in here. Here's Trinidad, where we may get a couple spots, trying to at least get over an inch of rain or 25 millimeters of rain. So a slightly better chance. Grenada, Trinidad, and then back through Guyana and Suriname closer to the water could get a couple spots of 50 millimeters of rain or 2 inches of rain or even higher, especially as we get back toward northern Suriname. And then those spotty showers as we work our way through Nicaragua, Honduras, back through Belize, Guatemala, and El Salvador. Generally, the dry conditions were dry in Mexico City. And here's that rain building right through Texas as we watch that next system that will eventually build the next bigger front and slide across. That is a stronger front, no doubt. So 40% chance of a passing shower today for us in Jamaica, 30% chance for tomorrow. And you see the rain chance, it stays low for us in the Cayman Islands, but a little shower may clip a couple of us. But Trinidad and Tobago, the next couple of days, we're looking at a 40% chance of some passing showers. 30 to 40% chance, so not super high in Barbados, about a 30% chance today in St. Lucia, 40% chance tomorrow, 20% chance by Thursday. Rain chance about 50% tomorrow. Grenada may see a couple showers just kind of scooting in. Same thing, St. Vincent the Grenadines, 30% chance today, 50% chance tomorrow of a passing shower. Martinique, rain chance 30%, 30% chance in the next couple of days in Dominica, and a 20% chance by the time we get into Thursday, 30% chance the next couple of days in Guadeloupe. Rain chance stays kind of on the minimal side. Antigua and Barbuda, just that 20% chance. St. Kitts, Nevis, and Montserrat the next 2 days. Anguilla and St. Bart's, low chance of rain. 10 to 20% chance St. Martin, Saba, and Statia. Rain chance 20% the next couple of days in Puerto Rico. 30% chance by Thursday. Same thing U.S. and British Virgin Islands. Rain chance on the lower side. Few showers possible. Bahamas were mainly dry, but we swing back toward the Turks and Caicos. Better chance of a couple showers today. Not high chance, but a 30% chance. Dominican Republic, about a 30% chance, and a couple sprinkles possible. Very brief shower possible as we work our way into Haiti. 30 to 40% chance in Belize, so it's down some. Hit or miss showers around Aruba, Curacao, and Bonaire. We're mainly dry. Can't rule out a small chance of a shower. 30% chance for tomorrow. 50% chance of scattered showers in Guyana. 60% chance in Suriname. Guyana and Suriname, that's going to favor northern sections closer to the water. Cuba, not a lot of action with that warming trend. 30% chance of rain. Costa Rica and Panama. Panama, it's more like a 40% chance. A little bit higher in Panama. Nicaragua, rain chance running at about 30 to 40%. 40% chance of some of those scattered showers around today in Honduras. Mainly dry today. Guatemala, El Salvador, and we are on the dry side in Mexico City and around. And with that, we're going to get some warming temperatures. Could see a couple isolated showers. Yucatan Peninsula favoring the eastern side. Not as much in Merida. Merida, we're mainly dry. Northern Colombia, generally dry closer to the Caribbean, a little bit more in the way of showers to the south. 20 to 30% chance in northern Venezuela. And the rain chance about 30% as we work our way into Bermuda for today. So that warm air that's lifting to the north, the next winter storm, the next stronger cold front is developing, tracking the rain, the snow, the ice with it. But as I showed you with that collision of air masses, also watching out for that severe weather potential and monitoring some of that earthquake activity. Always keeping an eye on that. So thank you for being part of this weather community. Have a great day ahead.